Okay, do you see the notepad on the screen? Please respond me. Okay, good morning, Durga Devi. Just I want to know whether you can see the notepad on the screen. Do you see the notepad on the screen? Please respond me. Okay, okay, Abhishek. Okay. Say in the last class, I was telling you about these things. I told you the execution. I have executed few programs. Okay. Then I told you what is type-based dispatch. Okay. I told you what is inheritance. I told you what is card objects. What is card attributes. Comparing cards. I told you what is decks. Okay. Similarly, printing and creating the deck. Okay. So whenever we talk about type-based dispatch, it's like dynamic dynamic binding. Okay. How many of you heard this dynamic binding? How many of you heard this dynamic binding? Okay. What is the meaning of that dynamic binding, Abhishek or anyone? You can unmute and you can speak if you want. There are two types of binding, static binding and dynamic binding. Okay. Whenever we talk about dynamic binding, during runtime, okay, during runtime, the objects will be created. The objects will be created. Okay. This is the meaning of type-based dispatch. Okay. Now the next thing is I told you about inheritance. I told you card objects. Okay. What are card objects? See, we are in the textbook. They are giving the example for execution of the card project. Okay. So I'll show you that. Card object. You see there? Is it visible? Is it visible? Okay, okay, Abhishek. You can see there cards. Cards will be having spades, hearts, diamonds, and clubs. Okay, and similarly, every card will be having ranks and ace, ranks and the numbers. Okay, from ace to king. Ace will be 0, ace will be 1, and king will be 14. Okay, so it's like that. So you see some of the examples. You see the some of the examples. He has been given spades. Spades has 3, hearts has 2. Okay, these are examples. These are few examples. Similarly, go here. Jack. Jack's rank is 11. Queen's rank is 12. King is having highest rank, that is 13. These numbers will be used for comparison of two cards. Okay. Now, whenever we want to create a card, whenever we are creating a card, the name of the class is card. it is having document string. What is typed in the document string? Please, anyone respond me. What is written in doc string of the class? What is the doc string of this class? Doc string. I told you doc string. It is the description of the class. Okay, purpose of the class. So it is the represents a standard playing card. That is the doc string. That is the doc string. So it has two attributes. It has two attributes. What are those attributes? Please type in the chat box, every one of you. This class has two attributes. What are those attributes? Please type me in the chat box. You see it? Is it visible? Okay, suit and rank. Good, Abhishek. If you are studying every day, then you can easily answer. So it has two attributes, suit and rank. Okay. Now you see there. Even we can create an array of those things as suit names and rank names. Suit names will be clubs, diamonds, and hearts, spades. Okay. Now whenever we talk about rank names, they are the ranks from 0 to king. Okay. Now we can print them by using string method. Now it may look like this. It may look like this diagrammatically. The card will be having suit names and card names. Okay, and where suit names is a list. Okay, rank names may also be a list. Along with that, if you pick a single card, if you pick a single card, suit will be 1 and rank will be 11. Okay, it may be like this. This is known as object diagram. This is known as object diagram. Okay, now comparison of two cards. How we are going to compare the two cards? We are using some methods. Lesser than, greater than. Okay. So we have defined a method. Lesser than. Okay. It will be having its own values, suit and rank. And when we pass the suit and rank of another card, okay, which will be copied to other. Now we are comparing self dot suit, okay, value with whatever the card we have passed, other dot suit. Okay, if it is greater means it will return true, else it will return false. Okay, like this we are going to compare. We are going to compare individual attributes. Okay, you see there we are comparing self dot rank with self dot suit. Okay, like this, that is t1. We may assign like this also. Similarly, other dot suit and other dot rank will be taken as one more attribute, t2. Okay, so we can return t1 comma t2. We can do like this also. Okay, this is the comparison of two card objects. Now the next thing is deck. Okay, whenever we say deck, okay, it is group of cards. Whenever we say deck, it is group of cards. Okay, I told you comparing of cards. Next is deck. Deck is nothing but group of cards. Every player will be having group of cards. How many? What may be the number of cards each individual may get? What may be the number of cards each individual may get in card game? Many games are there. I don't know exactly. Okay, 4 members means maybe 14. Okay, like that. Say the deck is nothing but collection of cards. Now you can see here we are creating a class deck where we are creating a method which initializes suit and rank of all the cards of that particular member. Okay, now we are creating an empty list. Okay, what is the name of the list? By saying this, can you tell me what is the name of the list that is used in this method? Is it visible? What is the name of the list that is used in this class or this method? Cards. Good, good, Abhishek. Only one person. Good, Abhishek. Very good. Please try to read every day. Okay. This is the list. This is the list. It is an empty list. Self.cards. Okay. Cards is the list which we are using to store rank and suit of every card. Okay. Now, for 4 cards. In this example, he is taking the example of 4 cards individually. So we are selecting the rank. We are selecting the rank. Okay, and every card will be assigned rank and suit. Okay, after that will be appended into the cards. Okay, that will be appended into the cards list. What is the list method that is used here? In this example, what is the list method that is used here? List method. You see there, the list method is append. Okay, please type me, every one of you, append. Okay, it is a method, append, every one of you. Please type me append. Good, good, Abhishek. Others, every one of you. Kavya, Ritvik, Priyanka, Dhruti. Okay, good. Sanya, append. Append must be enclosed with brackets. Kavya, good, good, Ritvik. Good, Vainavi. Every one of you. Good, Mayur. So you can see there we are using card method. We are using list method, that is append. Okay, after creating suit and rank, it will be added to the cards list by using append method. Okay, that's what we are doing. After that, in this example, we are going to print. We are going to print the deck. Okay, how we are going to print it? You see there, we are going to print. We are going to treat that enter deck object as string. Okay, so we are taking an empty list result. Okay, after that, whatever the data is there in the card, that will be appended. That will be appended to the result. See here, this is used to join. This is used to join the result. Okay. After that, we will print it. We will print it. Okay. In this example, you see in this example, we are having 2 of clubs, 3 of clubs, 10 of spades, jack of spades, queen of spades, and king of spades. Okay. It's a group of cards or a deck or a deck. Okay. Now we are also implementing some of the functions, add, remove, shuffle, and sort. For every card, if you pick a card, we need to add it. Similarly, we can remove the card by using this function. Similarly, shuffling, we need to do shuffling. Similarly, we need to do sorting also sometimes. Okay, if you want to win means some games requires sorting. Okay, like rummy and all. Okay. Now, in today's class, we are going to learn about inheritance, how inheritance is implemented in a card game. Similarly, class diagrams of the card game. Similarly, data encapsulation in object-oriented language. Okay. Now, you see there, I have used a deck. Okay, I have created a deck. Similarly, I'm printing the deck. I'm printing the deck. Okay. When we talk about the inheritance, we have created deck and we are creating one more. We are deriving one more object known as hand. Okay. It's a different type of game. Hand is a different type of game here. We'll be having multiple types of games. like hand, okay, jack hand, something like that. Different games are there. We need decks. We need deck base class that is derived into, that is used in the derived class hand. Okay, whatever the shuffle, remove, add. Okay, deck will be having, remove, shuffle, shuffle, okay, move, add. These functions are required in hand derived class. Okay, um, like this we may add pop card and add card, two more in the derived class. Okay, like this. Like this is how the inheritance can be implemented in the card game. Okay, so whenever we are talking about the objects, we are talking about the inheritance. So let me show you in the textbook. You see there, inheritance is creating one more hand, representing a hand of playing cards. Okay, similarly, is implementing two extra methods. Okay, after that he is printing the hand. Okay, like this. Are you able to understand? Please type me the base class and derived class in this example. Please type me the base class and the derived class in this example. In this example, which is the base class and which is the derived class? Base class is deck. Base class is deck. Okay. Derived class is hand. Please type me, every one of you. Base class is deck. Derived class is hand. Every one of you. Write base class. Write derived class. Base class. Okay. Write like this. Base class is deck. Okay. Derived class. Derived class is hand. Okay, please type me, every one of you, like this. Whatever I have chosen in the blue color. Okay, good Vainavi, good Dhruti, good Surbi. Okay, good Priyanka, good Sanya. Okay. Now the next concept is class diagrams. The next concept is class diagrams. Okay, say this is the class diagram. Okay, it will be having a class is represented by using rectangular box. Okay, similarly, three classes are there: deck, card, and hand. Okay, now hand is derived from deck. Okay, hand is derived from deck. Similarly, deck will be having multiple cards. Deck will be having multiple cards. The star here, you can see the star here. Star represents multiplicity. Star represents multiplicity. Okay, whenever we are writing the diagrams, we need to show the relationships as you used to do in ER diagrams. Okay, here these are classes. Here these are classes. Classes are represented in rectangular boxes. Okay, so classes, rectangular boxes. Okay, similarly, star, okay, represents multiplicity. Okay, now that arrow symbol like this, represents parent class and child class. Okay, You see there? Are you able to follow? Please respond me. Are you able to follow what I am saying? Class diagrams, multiplicity, class. Are you able to follow? Please type me yes or no. Okay. Good Abhishek, good Durga Devi, good Nitish. Okay. Now is a, okay, there are relationships which will be known as, we'll be having different types of relationships known as is a, okay, has a. These are the types of relationships. As a, capitals needs to be written in capitals. These are relationships. Okay. The class diagrams, all these concepts will be under the class diagrams. Now you see there, whenever we say as a, okay, whenever we say as a, okay, a rectangle has a point. A rectangle has a point. Has a is used for referencing. Has a is used for referencing. Similarly, is a, okay, is a, okay, it is used for inheritance. It is used for inheritance. Okay, a hand is a kind of deck. A hand is a kind of deck. Okay, that is the meaning here. Now the next concept. The next concept is data encapsulation. Okay, what is data encapsulation? Any one of you? What is data encapsulation? Any one of you? Definition of data encapsulation. If you want, you can unmute and you can speak. Encapsulation. Data encapsulation. It is object-oriented concept. It is object-oriented concept. Okay, combining method and code. Okay, it's not code. It is attributes and methods. Attributes and methods in a same structure. In a same structure. Okay, is known as data encapsulation, or we can say a class or class. Okay. Now anything which has both attributes and methods put together, these two things put together is known as data encapsulation. Okay, this is object oriented concept. This is object oriented concept. Okay, now whenever we are talking about data encapsulation, we will decide what are the functions first. Okay, these are the designing strategies. Okay, for card game or for any other projects. First, we need to decide what are the functions and what are the functions do, and what must be the global variables. What must be the global variables? After that, we will think of associations or the relationships between the functions and the global variables and how to use them. The next thing is encapsulation. Okay, which variables are related with which methods of the object. That's what the encapsulation is. Okay, next, transforming the associated functions to the methods of the new class or the inheritance. Okay, this is the designing strategy or the development strategy for objects and methods. Okay, these are the 4 steps. In the exam, they may ask you what are the designing steps for objects and methods. First thing is we need to decide the functions and global variables. The next thing is we need to find out relationship between functions and global variables. Okay, and we need to encapsulate. Okay, then we need to transform the functions into methods. Okay, that is the thing here. That's about the data encapsulation. Now the next concept is the debugging. How we are going to do the debugging in this inheritance. Whenever inheritance is there, how we are going to debug. Okay, now say for example, we'll be having derived objects, hand and poker hand. Okay, both are derived from deck. Okay, please type me deck, hand and poker hand. Every one of you, deck, hand and poker hand. Hand and poker hand. Hand and poker hand are the derived objects of deck. So type me hand and poker hand. Those are the types of games in the card. Please type me. Okay, good. Good, Vainavi. Deck, hand, and poker hand. These are the classes. Hand and poker hand are derived from deck. Okay. Now, which method needs to be invoked is confusing because deck will be having deck. Deck will be also having move. Okay. Similarly, hand will also be having move. Okay. Hand will also be having move. Okay. Similarly, poker hand will also be having move. Okay. Now, which one needs to be called? It is confusing. It is confusing because it is having the same name. These are derived classes. In the base class also you are having move. Okay. Now, how we need to override that? Okay. Overriding is important. Overriding the methods. Overriding the methods. Okay. In inheritance is important. Okay. Now to overcome this, what we are doing is, when we override a method, okay, we will design an interface. Okay, which should be as old, or which should be similar to the old class, and it should have same number of parameters. It should be same return type. Obey same preconditions and post conditions. Okay, if you follow this rule, okay, we can do easily the overriding. Okay, we can do easily the overriding. Okay. This is about the debugging. In the card game or in the inheritance. Whenever we do inheritance, how we are going to debug. For that, we need to do overriding. Whenever we want to do overriding, we need to follow these steps. Okay. The new method must be same as the old method. Similarly, same parameters. It must have the same number of parameters, old and new methods, both. Or the method which is in parent class and which is in derived class. Okay. After that, we must satisfy the preconditions and post conditions. Preconditions and post conditions in both the classes must be same. Okay. This is how we can do the debugging. Or debugging is made easy by using these steps. Okay. When you read this, you are going to understand more. Okay. Okay. This completes the fourth module. Okay. Shall I continue, or shall I go for the fifth module, or shall I do it in the next class? Please type me, say. We can stop here. I will inform you for the next class. Okay. This completes the fourth module. Thank you, every one of you. I'll do it in the next class. Thank you, Varshini. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Vainavi. Thank you, Durga Devi. Fifth module is very important. Everybody must read definitely. Okay. Thank you, Suraksha. Fifth module is very important.